What's up? What's happening? What's popping? What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another great edition of Symone with the Sports. I'm Symone, bringing you guys the daily sports talk. So if you're new here, if you're old here and you haven't already subscribed to my channel, stop what you're doing, leave a comment, subscribe, keep rocking with me. Also, make sure you check out the many links down below. The first link is to buy me a coffee to help fuel this channel. The second link is to shop the official Symone with the Sports, a merch collection. Get you the classic tee, the wavy tee, or the fly or die crew neck that I've been rocking lately. Also, guys, make sure you turn on your notifications because the videos are coming like boom, 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 and you don't want to miss a single video or a single live stream. But guys, let's get right into this topic for today. We have a couple of things to touch on, but the main thing is that James Bradberry is now a Philadelphia Eagle. I gave you guys my instant reaction video to the signing, but now we have a couple of other things, nuts and boltsy kind of things to get into. And then we have two other pieces of news to touch on. But first of all, I just want to say James picked the Eagles over 11 other teams because he said he wanted to be in a winning culture, a winning environment, and he felt like the Philadelphia Eagles was that. So that's huge because, you know, we just went through a lot of turmoil with the CARSON wins, the Doug issues, the Howie Roseman issues, and now we are back quickly becoming a franchise that is drawing free agents like James Bradberry and is drawing a lot of attention. And I definitely think that huge draft, the huge trade for A.J. Brown, all accredited to Howie Roseman is really what has turned guys like James Bradberry to now want to sign with the Eagles, because we have been aggressive this offseason and it really shows to these players that we're not playing around. We're trying to really win some league, which means a Super Bowl as soon as possible. But guys, I saw this stat. So now what our secondary looks like, and you guys know our secondary was really busted before today, literally. We missed out on Tyrann Mathieu. We did not draft a safety. We did not draft a corner. What's his name? Rodney McLeod. He left this offseason. I mean, he needed to leave anyway. And Steven Nelson left as well, another guy who needed to leave. But we did not find a replacement for Steven Nelson, and it was looking like we were going to turn to some interior options. We have a lot of young cornerbacks. And Jonathan Gannon, Nick Sirianni, and Darius Slay was really talking up the young guys last week, making it seem like when it came to cornerback 2, we were just going to go with an internal option. But then we ended up signing James Bradberry. So now cornerback 1 is Slay, cornerback 2 is Bradberry. In the slot, Avonte Maddox, who had a really great season last season in the slot. Strong safety, Anthony Harris, free safety, Marcus Epps. Safety position is still a cause of concern, but now that we shored up the cornerback, you could let the safeties get away with. We couldn't have a weak safety group and a weak cornerback group. Now we only have a weak one. One of those groups are weak, and we have a very stout defensive line, which is going to make up for a lot that will happen in the secondary. But guys, going forward, I do think that we still need to develop our young defensive backs, because we find ourselves in this situation a lot in the past couple of seasons, having to sign a bridge cornerback, having to sign a Band-Aid cornerback. And James Bradberry might be a longer-term option for us. He is 28 years old, but in 2020, he had a Pro Bowl season. Last season, in his 2 seasons with the Giants, he spent his first 4 seasons with the Panthers. In his 2 seasons with the Giants, he had 35 pass breakups and 7 interceptions. So he has been productive in the last 2 seasons. And like I said, in 2020, his first season with the Giants, he was a Pro Bowler. And this is a guy that was playing cornerback 1 in New York, but now he'll be moving to cornerback 2 in Philly. So he has a chance to be even better because he's going to have less stress on him, and he's going to be playing aside a Darius Slay, who's going to be the cornerback 1, and Darius Slay is going to handle, if there's going to be a situation where they're going to be following wide receivers, Darius Slay is going to be handling, you know, the shifty, speedier guys, and Bradberry, who is 6'1", 212, very big, physical cornerback, is going to be handling the bigger guys. But now he's going to be moving to cornerback 2. He's going to have less of a workload on him. And this is a guy, like I said, who is capable of being cornerback 1 on a lot of NFL teams and just was, and now it's going to be cornerback 2. That just goes to show how elite our secondary is now. And I saw this stat. So since 2016, there were only 2 NFL players with 15 plus interceptions and 80 plus pass breakups. Only 2 players, and that was Darius Slay and James Bradberry. And now those guys are opposite of each other on the field. So that is all swell and dandy. So you might ask, why was the Giants not re-sign him? He was a big cap hit on the Giants, guys. So he was set to make $13.5 million this season with the Giants, and he would have counted to 21.9, so basically $22 million against the Giants cap. So it was really just a cap move for the Giants, why they did not want to keep him on the roster and why they ended up releasing him. But guys, this offseason, we have really put an emphasis on the defense. We know that. We got now Bradberry, we got Haason Reddick, we got NAKOBE Dean, we got Jordan Davis, we got Kyzir White. So this is time for Jonathan Gannon to not have any excuses. He can execute whatever kind of defense he wants to execute. He has the playmakers, he has the talent, he has the athletic guys, he has the physicality, he has the speedy guys. He has everything he needs to fully execute the defense that he wants to. So I'm expecting a lot from this defense. I'm expecting a lot from Jonathan Gannon. And now he has 2 outside corners, 2 legit outside corners on this team. He can have that zone heavy coverage that we know he loves. But then also, like I said, we oofed up every position this offseason. So there's no excuse for the defense and there's no excuse for Jonathan Gannon. But guys, quickly in some other news, we will be having our joint practice with the Miami Dolphins. So down in Wade County. I guess they play in Wade County. I don't know. But our joint practice will be with the Dolphins. And I like that because the Dolphins have added a lot of juice to their team this offseason. Of course, headlined by the Cheetah. So it'll be great to play and practice alongside the Miami Dolphins. And, you know, those guys will be around Tyreek Hill, can get some tidbits or whatever from them. And also it'll be some interesting reunions. Waddle reuniting with Devonta Smith. A lot of Bama reuniting. Tua reuniting with Jalen Hurts. So it's going to be a lot of good stuff, I think, that's going to be coming out of that Miami joint practice. And then lastly, guys, we did claim a receiver off of waivers, Josh Hammonds, might be John Hammonds, Josh Hammonds, I think. Hammonds is his last name. But, y'all, we now have 12 wide receivers on this roster. We know we will not have 12 wide receivers on the 53-man roster. So guys will be cut. Hopefully this is signaling a trade, a Jalen Reagor trade as soon as possible because, y'all, it came out that on draft night, we were close to getting a deal done with the Ravens to trade Jalen Reagor. We know that the Ravens lost Hollywood Brown during the draft night. So obviously they were interested in wide receivers. I don't know why he was interested in Jalen Reagor, but maybe they felt like they could untap him. And I do think a team can untap Jalen Reagor. I mean, he's still extremely young. And then now he's kind of at the point with Philly where he's got beef with the Philly fans and stuff like that. So I think that might be hindering his growth as well because he's probably feeling insecure too because of all the heat that's been talked about him. So I do think a fresh start will really help Jalen Reagor because he's never really got dealt a fair hand from the jump. Since from the jump, he's always been compared to Justin Jefferson and boom. So I do think a fresh start would be great for him, but I do think that it is now time to try to get some compensation back for Jalen Reagor. And I know it's not going to be a high draft pick or whatever, but we know what draft compensation means. We have been doing a great job drafting since the Jalen Reagor pick. We have been doing a great job drafting, so I do think whatever we can get for Jalen Reagor, we just need to go ahead and get because we already know right now he's wide receiver 5, maybe even wide receiver 6, depending on the Greg Ward. So he just needs to go ahead and get him a fresh start, and we need to get whatever we can get back from him. But guys, that's everything. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you leave a comment. Make sure you subscribe. Keep rocking with me. Check out the links down below. Buy me a coffee, help fuel this channel. Shout out the official Symone with the Spizzoids merch collection. And until I talk to you guys next time. Bye.